Hi, I'm Jim Conley. I've had the privilege of spending most of my life with the best coaches in the world and the top players. I'm here today with Ryan Smith to see a demonstration on the Flexi-Hamstring, a new machine to eliminate hamstring pulls. Ryan is a gold medal winner in gymnastics. Ryan, tell me more about the Flexi-Hamstring.
As you know, Jim, the hamstring is an important, powerful muscle, important for athletes to keep healthy and in great shape. You can adjust maximum stretch angle, set it for however many cycles you want it to stretch, and the amount of time that you want it to hold during your stretch to get maximum benefits from the Flexi-Hamstring. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm adjusting what we call the stretch angle. The angle of the motion arm positioned to where the athlete wants it set to get maximum stretch or to get a comfortable stretch if there is an injured hamstring. It's great for pre-game stretching, it's great for preventive maintenance on your hamstring, and it's great for after a game. The machine was designed for slow, fluid movement.
Most athletes ice down after practice. Would this be something they would do before the icing or after icing down?
As you know, every athlete's different, and based on their regimen, it can be used before or after. So it's really dependent on the athlete and their physical therapist recommendations. I also like to point out too that when you're at your stretch angle, you can also pull using the handlebar. And what I'm feeling now is my lower back decompressing. As you know, the hamstring directly affects the alignment of your pelvis. In turn, your pelvis affects the position of your spine, ensuring spinal column alignment.
Ryan, would you share with me, for example, the speed of the machine, why it operates at the speed it does, and is that to protect the athlete from further injury?
The speed was actually designed to go at a certain specified speed that can't be increased or decreased in order to keep the athlete who already has an injured hamstring safe from increasing that injury.
So it's really put together to protect the athlete.
So as we come up, I'll set my maximum stretch angle hold pattern, and you'll notice the machine stops for that duration, at which point I can either have it hold. Once the hold pattern has stopped, it will continue with the amount of cycles set by the user.
Though I know every injury is different, what would be the minimum amount of time an athlete would put onto this machine at the end of his workout?
The minimum amount of time is entirely up to the athlete, from 1 to 99 cycles.
Tell me a little bit about how it feels to you and what response you've had from athletes when they've used this machine.
During the workout, it feels great. I can definitely feel my hamstrings loosening up, and as I pull on this bar, I also feel my lower back decompressing. After a session on the Flexi-Hamstring, you see noticeable difference. Your legs feel great, ready to go out on the field.
So Ryan, show me about the controls.
Sure, the controls are very simple, easy to use. Here you have your max stretch angle. You'll see there's a positive and a negative adjustment. So to adjust your maximum stretch angle, you'll push the positive or up button. Now the machine remembers the maximum stretch angle. Then you'll go to cycles. You can now set the amount of cycles that you want the machine to cycle. Then over here you have time. Time is the duration of the hold. So if you want the maximum stretch angle to hold at 5 seconds, you'll simply punch in 5 seconds. And then you'll simply press Start Resume to start your cycles.
Well, as we evolved into our research and our clinical trials, we discovered that the hamstring affects us all. So it's really not just about the mobility challenge and about star athlete performers. In particular, for the athletic performers and in rehab, it is a big impact on them. How often do we read the newspapers, somebody's missing several games because of a hamstring injury? So it's really important for them to try to prevent it and then to rehab it once it occurs. When you take a star athlete out of a game, several games, it has a big impact on the team. It can have a contribution, either positive or negative, to the outcome of their entire season. We developed the Flexi-Hamstring, which is a phenomenal technology to stretch the hamstrings and really reposition that pelvis into an area where it helps the body be a lot more functional, whether the person has a mobility challenge or in fact they're a star athlete performer.
It's awesome. It feels wonderful. It helps my ankles because my ankles swell quite often. So when I'm on this, I'm able to feel the stretch.
Ryan, I can see the benefits of the Flexi-Hamstring. The coaches know, and a lot of us know, that the last thing an athlete wants to do is stretch. They have to beg them to stretch. But if we have this machine in their locker room and it becomes mandatory, there'll be less and less hamstring issues. The value of this machine is to keep those athletes on the field, and it will do it. The Flexi-Hamstring. Unique and it's amazing. There must be a fantastic market for it.